Hello everyone, welcome back. As discussed in the previous tutorial, we'll be working on the basics of Swift programming language. Developing iOS apps using Swift programming language. So, we'll in this tutorial we'll start working on variables, variable declaration, variable initialization, using printing a variable using Swift as a programming language. So for now, we are not creating a new Xcode project. Instead, we'll create a new playground. We don't need to create a new Xcode project. Along with Swift, Apple has released an interactive work area called as Playground. Developers can directly manipulate and experiment with Swift code live in Playground. Playground is an interactive environment that allows you to see the values in the sidebar for the written code. As in, when you make changes to your code, the sidebar reflects changed result. So we'll start working on Playground. We'll start working on the basic syntax of variables in this tutorial using Playground. So let's start with it. Initially, for creating a new playground, we have to follow these steps. Click on Xcode. On Xcode, you'll see these three options: getting started with a playground, create a new Xcode project, check out an existing project. So as I have discussed, we are not creating a new Xcode project. Instead, we'll create a playground. So we'll click on this particular link, get started with a playground. So now my playground dialog box is open, which is asking me for the name of a playground. So here I'll mention my playground name is Swift Variables. And the platform is iOS. We don't need Mac OS or TV OS, as in we are not developing right now. We are not developing apps for Mac OS and TV OS. We'll be developing iOS apps using Swift language. So I'm choosing the platform as iOS. Click on the next button. Now it is asking for the location where I need to save this playground. So currently I'll be saving my playground file onto my desktop. Click on create. So now my playground is open. As you can see, there is two windows over here. This is the code editor window where you will actually write the code, and this is the sidebar where the code written over here is executed by the compiler and the result is shown over here. As you can see, there is a variable declared over here with the value in it hello playground, and you can see the value of the result of the same on the sidebar. So when I click on that particular thing, the value gets printed over here. So let's start, folks. We'll start developing apps using Swift and we'll start learning. Initially, we'll start learning basics of Swift language. So let's start with basic variables. So variable part, I'll remove all, we don't require all these things. I'll remove all this part. So let's start freshly. Here you can see there's a common playground, a place where people can play. So let's start playing. Now, variable declaration syntax in Swift. In Swift, variables are declared using the var statement. Variables are constructed with the var statement similar to JavaScript, and they are not strongly typed. Now, what is meant by strongly typed? I'll explain you. Let's initially declare a variable and assign a value to it. So, as I have discussed with you, that variables are declared in Swift using the var statement. So initially there will be a var keyword and then the name of my variable. So currently I'll putting the name of my variable as name and assigning it a value of hello. So in this statement, what is going, I'll let you know. I have created a variable with the var keyword, and then the name of my variable is name, and I'm assigning it a value of hello with an equal to sign. So as you can see, the value of my variable is getting printed over my sidebar, which I have discussed with you, the use of playground. So let's play with the variable. And as discussed, I have told you that variable in Swifts are not strongly typed. Now what is meant by strongly typed? Strongly typed means when you create a variable, the default value what you give will determine its type. Here I have not mentioned the type of the variable. I have not mentioned that it's a string or an int, it inherits from a string or it inherits from an int. The value is automatically, the compiler determines the type of the variable using the value entered. So here I have created a variable name, and I have put in value of hello. So the compiler automatically detects that the value of var name is a string variable. So if I change this particular value to 1, So see, here you can see the result on the sidebar. One gets printed. The compiler automatically identifies that the type of the variable depending on its value. So if I change my type to some, say, like this, if I have entered a floating point variable, the compiler will automatically identify the variable type using the value passed to it. That is meant by that variables are not strongly typed in script. These are the basics of variable, creating a variable and assigning value to it. And you don't need, I mean, there is no compulsion that you need to specify a data type to a variable. If you pass a value to the variable, then the compiler will automatically identify what type of variable it is. So next, let's start with some few string comparisons, yeah, string variable declarations. So first one is string concatenation. For example, I am creating here a variable named name with hello as a value in it, and I'll create another variable. So yeah, so here what I have done is I have created two variables, one with the name and other with test, and I want to concatenate these two variables into a single string. So what I will do is, I'll explain what I'm doing. So what I have done, I have concatenated two variables into a single one. For example, like I have created a variable named name and another variable named test, which has values as LO and Swift respectively. I have created a new variable which will be the combination of these two variables. So string concatenation, how does variable concatenation work in Swift? So I have used the variable name of first variable, added the plus operator, which is the concatenation operator. After that I have added a space in between so that my word is readable, and then I have added one more plus sign, which is the concatenation operator, and then my second variable. So as you can see in the sidebar, the value of my name test variable, my concatenated variable, is printed over here. See, name contains hello value and test contains Swift. So hello space a Swift value is printed over here. So simple, right? This is basic concatenation, string concatenation, combining both the variables into a single variable. Now the next part is Swift gives us a really cool feature known as string interpolation. Now what does this mean? What does string interpolation means? Like we can construct a single string made up of multiple variables all in a line. If I want to say something like, for example, say for example, I'm giving you an example of string interpolation. What is meant by string interpolation? So I'll explain what I'm doing over here. Let me complete my statement. So see, I'll explain what I have done in this particular line. I have told you that string interpolation is the very good feature which Swift, a really cool feature which Swift provides. Like for example, in this particular thing, I have used the plus operator for concatenation. I mean, I have used variable name plus operator, then a space and plus operator, then my second variable name. So if I want to add some few strings to this particular text, right? In this particular text, he can only print Raji Swift, the name of my first variable and name of my second variable and a concatenation in between. But by using string interpolation, I have created a variable named message to Swifties. So in that I have written a string hello, and then my value of the variable, I can read my variable using this particular a backslash and round brackets inside the name of my variable. So hello slash brackets name you are learning slash my next variable name. So it will print hello Raji, you are learning Swift. So this is a cool feature. I mean, you don't need to use string concatenation. You can use string interpolations, and you can format your string to form a new string. So now we'll learn how to create a strongly typed variable. As I have discussed with you that Swift doesn't, the variables in Swift are not strongly typed. I mean, in the first statement, we have mentioned that we have created a variable message with the value hello. We have not explicitly mention the type of the variable. The compiler automatically detects the type of the variable based on its value, which is meant by which is known as that it is not strongly typed. But now we'll know how to create. We'll start working on how to create a strongly typed variable. I mean, if I explicitly wants to pass a variable a value of string or a parameter of data type int string, I'll let you know. For this, I'll create a variable named explicit type. I've created a variable with the var keyword and the name of my variable. Normally here we don't do any other thing. We just create a variable and then assign a value to it. But then we want to strongly type the variable. So what we'll do is we'll add a colon, which suggests that this variable inherits from this data type. And I'll mention this particular my data type as string, and I'll assign it a value of so as you can compare the difference between this first line, which is not a strongly typed variable, and the second line, which is an explicit type, which is a strongly typed variable. So here the compiler automatically detects the type of the variable, but then here you are letting the compiler know, no, I want to pass a string to this particular variable. Don't infer it as an integer type or some other type. I want to pass it as string, and it won't change. The type of the variable won't change. It will remain as string. So for that, what I have done is I have created a variable with the var keyword. Its name is explicit type, and the most important thing is the colon. This colon indicates that this particular variable explicit type, it inherits from a string data type, and I have assigned the value of explicit string in it. So if I try to pass what happens if I try to pass an integer to this particular string? See what happens. It is showing me an error. Cannot assign value of type into a type string. Now, you got it? We have created a string variable, and now I'm trying to assign it a value of int, but then it won't take this because we have explicitly mentioned the type of a variable as string. You can't put any other value other than string in it. So we have to remove this line. This is an error code. And if I want to print this particular thing, I am passing a value of explicit string to my explicit type. In Playground, I'll just need to write this particular my variable name. So see, it will print the value of my variable over here. So it's too simple, right, to understand Swift, and we have done variable declarations. We have created variable. Now the last and the final step in variable declaration, there are two types of variables. You guys must be aware. One variable can change. We can change the value of one variable during runtime dynamically. And there is a second variable known as constant, which once initialized and assigned value to it, we can't change the value of a constant variable. So let's start how to create a constant variable in Swift. So the normal dynamic variables in Swift are created in the var keyword. Constant variables in Swift are created using this let statement. Let denotes that the variable that is going to be declared is a constant and which values cannot be modified. So we are creating a constant variable. I have created a constant variable. I'm putting its type as string. I'm assigning it a value of Swift. Okay. So now here my constant variable is a constant, which means I can't change its value in runtime. See, for example, if I have created a value variable, constant variable, and assign it a value of Swift, if I try to assign it another value, it will throw me an error. Let's see. Now I'm trying to assign my constant variable to another value of Objective C. Let's see what happens. So it is showing me an error indicating that change let to var to make it mutable. So currently my let keyword, let means it is immutable. It can't be changed. Cannot assign to value constant variable. It's a let constant. Means it is a constant. We can't change its value dynamically. So for changing, if you want to change a variable dynamically at some point of time, you need to declare that variable as var instead of let. So basically a constant is a term for a variable that remains constant throughout an experiment through other variable, though other variable may change. Constant will remain the same. If I want, I can change. See, for example, I have created this var name and I assign a value of Raji to it. I can change the value of this variable and assign some another value. Now this should not throw me an error, as I have created this variable with a var keyword, which means its value can change dynamically. So this is the difference between a constant variable and a string variable. So in this tutorials you have learned how to create a variable, declare a variable, use string concatenation and then string interpolation along with our constant keyword. So in our next tutorial we are going to learn about string optionals. Until then, you can practice this particular playground, start working on Swift learning. In the next tutorial, I'll show you how to create string optionals and how to use in your iOS app. Till then, bye bye. And if you like this tutorial, please subscribe and hit like. Thank you.